day, everyone. I do hope you're doing well today. Today's video is what if Qui-Gon Jinn never saved Jar Jar Binks when they first got to Naboo? Remember to subscribe so you can get all our content as it comes out. And also let me know what you would like to see in future videos in the comment section. This video is just my opinion. Now, let's get into it. Within a few minutes into the Phantom Menace, we see Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi in a tough jam aboard the Trade Federation ship. They sneak down to the planet of Naboo to try and warn the Queen of the invasion. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan get separated, and that's where we meet our favorite bumbler Jar Jar. As Qui-Gon's running from the battle droids, Jar Jar gets in front of Qui-Gon, and Qui-Gon just carries Jar Jar off, and then he uses his saber to deflect droid blaster fire back to them, destroying them. But what if Qui-Gon was a minute too late, and the droid shot and killed Jar Jar? Well, perhaps everyone would be cool with that, but let's dig a little bit deeper. If Jar Jar died, Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan would have had a harder time reaching the Queen. They were pretty far away from her location. With Jar Jar's death, they would not have realized they can go to Gungan City and eventually get a transport to the Queen. I do think the Jedi would have found a way, even without the Gungans' help, but it definitely would have took a bit longer. The next thing that we need to look at is at the Battle of Naboo towards the end of the movie, where the Gungans help the people of Naboo protect their world. In the original timeline, it's Jar Jar that introduces the Jedi and the Queen to the Gungans, and then they help fight. Without Jar Jar, I do think the Gungans would have fought, but not until it was too late. They would have fought after their city was found by the Trade Federation, and Naboo itself was under Trade Federation rule. At this point, after the Trade Federation occupies Naboo, I do think the Jedi would have sent support to see what happened to Naboo and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. They of course would have needed support from the Senate first. They would eventually free Naboo by capturing Nute Gunray with the Jedi Task Force, and by this time Darth Maul would have killed Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, defeating Maul. In the Attack of the Clones, Jar Jar really doesn't do too much as Representative Binks. He does ask for emergency powers for the Supreme Chancellor, because he was tricked into that. But I do think Palpatine would have found someone else to do that. He had a lot of support in the Senate, and he was a master of manipulation. So, as you see, Jar Jar was not that important in the Star Wars timeline. It is true that Jar Jar brings the Naboo and Gungans together before the Battle of Naboo, but I do think the battle would have still been won eventually. The Senate would have sent a delegation of Jedi to free Naboo from the Trade Federation. Perhaps the Gungans and people of Naboo would have been allies by then, by fighting together for the cause. Also, someone else would have given Palpatine emergency powers if it was not for Jar Jar. Palpatine had a long-term plan, so he would have got support from someone else. I do hope you like this video. What do you think of Jar Jar? What would you change about this situation? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Take care and have a great day.